Hey guys, sorry it has been such a long time since I have posted a video. I think it's been like 2 weeks now since I've uploaded, which is unlike me since I've been sort of like on top of my A game, trying to post at least once a week. But life has been kind of crazy. Last weekend I just had no time at all to film, and that's usually when I get the majority of my filming done, on the weekends, because after work I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the idea of setting up all my crap and doing my makeup and sitting down and filming a video is like, if I've had a really long day, the last thing I want to do. I'm the worst. I try, but I'm human, guys. Also, this week, I don't know if you have already noticed, but I gave my blog a giant facelift, and I'm so proud of myself for it because I'm not a designer. I'm not a computer programmer. I am just a person who likes things to look pretty. So I basically sat down and taught myself some CSS so I could go in and kind of tinker with the way that my blog looked, change the colors, change fonts, add some new design elements, kind of move some things layout-wise around a little bit. And I think it looks awesome, and I think especially also my mobile template looks so much better than it did before. So definitely I'll post the link down below to my blog if you guys want to check it out. I usually post a lot more in-depth product reviews and wish lists and hauls and things like that on my blog site versus like what I upload here. So if you want to see more of that kind of stuff, definitely make sure you check out the site. I would really appreciate it. But the topic of today's video is a makeup tutorial, get ready with me kind of thing. I wanted to show you guys this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. This is something that I've been wearing every day, which is a very simple sort of bronzy look with a very nice sheer red lip. I love this lip color. We will get to talking about it in a little bit. But I just thought I would share with you guys sort of what I've been wearing recently with my makeup and how you can recreate this look yourself. So hopefully you'll find it fun, and before I keep rambling and this video ends up being like 20 minutes long, let's get into it. So instead of foundation today, I'm actually just going to be using this Tarte BB Tinted primer all over my face. You can wear this under foundation as a primer, or you can wear it by itself because it does actually have pretty decent coverage. And I really like the finish on this product. It's sort of slightly matte and leaves sort of like a satiny look to the skin, which is nice for me because I am super oily, so it kind of helps to control the shine. So I'm just going to use my fingers to apply this because this is a pretty easy product. I also really like this because it has SPF 30 and it uses physical sunscreens so it doesn't irritate my skin or break it out. And it's very like pore minimizing and smoothing on the skin, and it lasts for a really long time. So now if I want to cover up any areas that are blemished or have a little bit of extra redness that need just a little bit more than what this primer provided, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Master Conceal, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and then, you know, dot it onto my face wherever I need it, and I'm going to blend it in with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I really like this concealer because the texture is lightweight, but it provides a lot of coverage, and I don't find that it creases under my eyes, around my face, even if I don't set it with powder. So next I'm gonna just go in and sort of warm up my complexion, and instead of using a separate bronzer and blush, I'm actually gonna use this product from Tarte. This is their Colored Clay Bronzer Blush in the shade Pink Bronze. Let me see if I can get it open here. And this is what it looks like. It's a really pretty, like sort of multicolored product. It has a very, very slight sheen to it, but it doesn't have any like actual like hunks of glitter. So it gives you a glow, but it's not really shimmery. And I really like the fact that this basically has the best of a bronzer and a blush. So it warms up my complexion, but it isn't too pink. And I'm just gonna take my blush brush from Real Techniques and swirl it in the whole pan here. And I'm going to start on the apples of my cheeks and blend back towards my ears. And this just gives me a nice little rosy glow. This product isn't like insanely pigmented. It's pretty sheer. You have to kind of like really build it up to get more pigmentation on your cheeks, but I kind of like that because it's easy to control. So if you want just like a subtle wash of color, it's kind of hard to overdo it. So this is a new product that I just picked up, and I've only used it a few times. It's from Makeup Revolution, which is a London-based brand, but they are sold here in the United States at Ulta. And this is their Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Radiant Light. And it is a really beautiful, super reflective, kind of, almost it has like a pink shift to it, but it's like a beigey pink color. It reminds me a little bit of one of the ambient powders. I think it's iridescent light maybe? I'll have to check that for you guys. But this is, I found, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It's very, very shimmery. Like the pigmentation isn't too harsh, which in a way is kind of nice because you don't want like a metallic stripe on your face when you're highlighting, but it's definitely not subtle. Like this is an intense highlight. So I'm going to take a fan brush and I'm just going to sort of dust this into the product. And then I'm going to go right along the tops of my cheekbones and just dust this on there. Can you guys see? Do I glow? Am I glowing? Over here I feel like I'm glowing. This product also seems to kick up a lot of powder, so you just kind of got to be careful. It's a little bit messy. And then I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of this and brush it along the bridge of my nose. You don't want to go down too far, you just kind of want to accentuate the middle portion. So now I need some brows in my life because my eyebrows are looking kind of crazy right now. I'm going to go with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. This is basically my new favorite brow product in the face of the planet. It's so cheap and it's so good. So I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows a little bit just to kind of get the hairs in place. And then I'm going to go in with the pencil and define everything using tiny strokes that go in the direction that the brow hairs naturally grow in. And you can always go back with the spoolie end and just sort of brush the product through the hairs to kind of smooth everything out. And if you feel like there's any areas that are still sparse, you can go back and continue to fill them in. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I don't know if you guys read my Beauty Lovers tag post that I did not that long ago. I'll link it for you down below. But eyebrows are the thing that I feel like I suck at the most. Like, I don't know what it is about eyebrows that's so freaking hard. Maybe I just have really wonky eyebrows, but I feel like mine never come out as good. If you have magical tips for brows, pass them along because I need them. So since my eyebrows are crazy, I'm going to set them in place with some Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This stuff is awesome. It basically shellacs your brows in place, but it doesn't like leave them all crunchy and crispy and gross. It's basically just kind of amazing. It's super expensive for what it is, but it's kind of the best. So for eyes today, I kind of wanted to just do something simple, neutral with bronzy tones. And I'm going to be using the Tartlette Tease palette, which is basically like a little baby version of their, I don't know if it's like just the normal Tartlette palette or the Tartlette in Bloom palette, because this has both shimmery and matte shades in it. But it's just a cute little palette of 6 Tarte eyeshadows with some nice neutral colors, so I thought it'd be fun to use this today. So I'm just going to start out by priming my eyes with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So I think I'm mainly going to use the colors in the top row of this palette. I'm going to start with Whisper, which is like a matte baby pink shade. And this is kicking up, I don't know if you can see, it kicks up a lot of powder, so I'm a little worried about fallout with this, but we'll see. So I'm going to start out by just basically patting this onto the lid with a flat shader brush. And then I'm also going to take it kind of like underneath the brow bone, under the eyebrow, under the brow bone. What the heck am I talking about? Under the eyebrow on the brow bone. And down towards the crease. This is basically just going to be sort of like my transition color. Since we just set with primer, I want sort of a shade that I can easily blend other colors into. So next I'm going to go in with this middle shade in the top row called Crush, which is a very shimmery sort of taupey, grayy, browny shade, and I am using a NYX crease brush, blending brush. I think this is the blending brush. I had been searching for this freaking brush forever, and it took me so long to get it because it kept being out of stock on the Ulta website. I finally got my hands on it, which I'm really excited about. So I'm just gonna buff this gently into the crease. Ugh, this brush is so soft. I love it. It was definitely worth the effort it took for me to hunt it down. And when you're blending in the crease, you want to just kind of use really gentle pressure. Like you're just gently buffing the color in the area. You're not pressing hard and like mashing it in there. You're just kind of building it up. Now I thought it would be fun to use something, I wasn't actually expecting to use this, but I just got it in the mail, and it was a prize that I got for being one of the badge prize winners from the Marc Jacobs Voxbox campaign that I did back in October, I think, for the Velvet Noir mascara. So I got sent this super adorable little compact with a trio of eyeshadows from Marc Jacobs. I've never used Marc Jacobs eyeshadows before, so this was really exciting for me. So I think I'm going to take this shade over here on the right, and I'm just going to use my finger to pat this onto the lid and add just a little bit of extra sparkle. Oh yeah. I've heard so many great things about Marc Jacobs eyeshadows, but I've never tried them before, so this was definitely a very happy little surprise that came for me in the mailbox, because I didn't know what the prize was going to be. They don't tell you, they just say you're going to get some product from Marc Jacobs if you are a finalist. So this is definitely a nice little prize. So instead of using eyeliner, I'm basically just going to use this dark matte chocolate brown shade from this palette called Heartbreaker, and I'm going to use a little pencil brush. This is a Sephora smoky eye brush, and I'm going to basically use this as eyeliner. Now, because this has a lot of fallout, it's fairly powdery, I want to make sure you tap off the brush so you don't get brown eyeshadow everywhere. And I'm basically just going to take tiny little strokes and apply this right along my eyelashes and blend it out just a little bit. So this adds just a tiny little bit of definition, but it's not too intense. God, powdery. Look at this, this is like a mess. I've got like brown eyeshadow everywhere. Does anyone else get annoyed by their makeup being messy? Because it like drives me crazy. Alright, and then I'm going to go in and take this underneath the lower lashes as well. Tiny strokes, and I'm just going to do this really softly. And that just kind of creates like a very subtle, almost sort of smoky eye effect. But it's still something that's appropriate to wear for the daytime. So that's all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to go in and curl my lashes, and I'm going to apply some mascara. For my mascara, I'm going to use this Tarte Lashpaint, which I was so excited to try. As soon as I saw this launch, I was like, I need that in my life. The packaging on this is gorgeous, and this is just the sample size version. It still has the same like black and gold spattered patterned cap thing going on, which I think is just so gorgeous. I love black and gold as a color combo. So the full-size packaging of this is even more beautiful, but I was definitely excited to see what the mascara itself was like, because packaging can be good, but if the mascara sucks, it's kind of like, what's the point? So this has a plastic wand to it in very like spiky bristles. The one thing I've noticed about this is that the mascara on the wand seems to get like really clumped up on there, and you can kind of like work it through the lashes. Like it's not too clumpy on the lashes, but it kind of makes the distribution of the product a little bit uneven. I totally also just realized I said I was going to curl my eyelashes, and I'm just about to go through this on my face, so just distracting myself. Hold on a sec. Back to mascara. So like I said, the product itself is very dry and sort of like clumpy on the brush. Like, see, I don't know if you can see that, but like I got a giant clump right here, and the bristles are spiky enough that you can work the product through pretty well and like kind of work out the clumpiness. But it kind of frustrates me that I feel like the product kind of goes on more heavily on certain lashes than on others. That's just me being picky. But as a mascara, I mean, this stuff is freaking gorgeous. It is super black, adds a ton of volume, and it makes your lashes like just the right amount of clumpy. Like it doesn't make them really spidery, but it doesn't make them look too like fluffy and natural to the point where it looks like you're not even wearing any mascara. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference between this side and this side. Mascara, no mascara. But I think this stuff looks really pretty nice. So let's get some up on the other side. So for lips, I'm going to keep things really simple. This is a product that I just discovered that I've had for so long and never opened, never used. And this is from Ilia, which is a natural brand. And as you can see, so this lipstick looks like bright cherry red, which kind of freaked me out a little bit because I like red lipstick, but it's not something that I'd wear every day. So I got this, I had it, I hadn't been using it, and I just decided, you know what, I was like, I know I have this lipstick, and now that it's summer, well, it's summer, I wish that it was summer, now that it's spring and the weather is warmer, maybe I should, you know, bust out some of my brighter, bolder lip colors. So I decided, you know what, let me give this a try. And I was so shocked when I put this on my lips because I was expecting it to be like an opaque red lipstick, and it's totally not. This is so beautiful. This is their lip conditioner in the color Bang Bang, and it's really sheer. Let me switch it for you. See, it's like a sheer red lipstick that's super moisturizing and almost has like a balmy texture to it. I just love the way this looks on the lips. So instead of me like rambling, let me show you what it looks like. Isn't that just so nice? I just love this color. It's like got that like popsicle lip look that I feel like a lot of products try to achieve but don't really do that well, especially with red. A lot of red lip stains and like sheer lip colors I feel like are actually too pigmented, or they stain your lips unevenly, but this is like just really nice and even. The color is beautiful and it feels so soft and buttery on the lips. I think it's gorgeous. Wear-wise, you know, obviously it's not like a liquid lipstick that's going to last, you know, 7 hours on your lips. You're definitely going to need to reapply it, but it's sheer enough that makes reapplication really easy on the go. You just kind of swipe it on, zhuzh your lips together, and you're pretty good to go. Even for red, it's pretty forgiving, or if you know you're a little messy, you can kind of wipe it off around the corners and it doesn't like leave behind a stain if it's only been on there for a few seconds. And that is it. This is my completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Really not that hard, very wearable for daytime, for weekends, for work, for whatever. This is something I've been wearing a lot lately, and I just think it's very pretty and sort of channels those like warm weather, springy, summery vibes. Can you tell that I'm ready for it to be like beach weather? I'm the worst. I'm enjoying spring, but I'm a summer baby through and through. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button down below so that way you can get notified when I post new videos. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.